Welcome to the Saul's Newsstand News Review for January 31st, 2020. The Hill reports, Trump takes victory lap with USMCA signing. President Trump on Wednesday signed the United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement, or the USMCA, in a ceremony on the South Lawn of the White House, celebrating a signature legislative accomplishment on trade. Today, we are finally ending the NAFTA nightmare and signing into law the brand new U.S.-Mexico-Canada agreement, President Trump said in remarks on Wednesday morning. With the signing of the legislation, Trump has followed through on a campaign promise of replacing the North American Free Trade Agreement, or NAFTA, which he ridiculed as the, quote, worst trade deal throughout his 2016 campaign for the White House. The agreement has already been approved in Mexico and is pending ratification in Canada. The deal will put in place new rules for digital trade, require higher Mexican minimum wages in certain sectors, and reduce barriers to certain agricultural trade. Republicans estimate that it will add 0.03 to 0.04% to gross domestic product growth and create 176,000 new jobs. Another article from The Hill states, Medicare for All underwater in key battleground states. A new poll from a centrist Democratic think tank of 3 battleground states shows Medicare for All is far less popular than a plan to build off the Affordable Care Act. The polling from Third Way, conducted in the, quote, blue wall states of Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin, shows a sharp divide between those who support Medicare for All and those who don't. According to the poll, Medicare for All is just as unpopular in Michigan and Pennsylvania as President Trump's plan to repeal and replace Obamacare. Only 41% of respondents in Michigan and 40% of respondents in Pennsylvania said they supported the policy. And in Wisconsin, only 47% of respondents support Medicare for All. The poll echoes results from a joint Cook Political Report Kaiser Family Foundation poll in November, which found a majority of Democratic voters support Medicare for All, but that the swing voters said it was a bad idea. The Third Way poll also found that voters think Medicare for All will raise middle-class taxes. And finally, Fox Business reports, Sanders goes after Biden on Social Security, a look at their 2020 plans. Former Vice President Joe Biden and independent Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders have been clashing over Sanders' criticisms of Biden's record on the program. Sanders has been going after Biden, and he has said that the former vice president has on numerous occasions supported making cuts to the popular entitlement program. Here are both candidates' Social Security plans as laid out by their 2020 campaigns. Joe Biden, preserve and strengthen Social Security. Biden's plan proposes strengthening benefits for the most vulnerable older populations like widows and widowers, lifelong workers with low monthly benefits, and other beneficiaries without savings. It would provide a larger benefit to the oldest Americans, or those who have been receiving benefits for at least 2 decades. The plan also aims to institute a minimum benefit for lifelong workers, which would be a benefit of at least 125% of the federal poverty level for those who have worked for at least 30 years. It would also raise the monthly payment for widows and widowers by about 20%. Bernie Sanders, expand Social Security and protect pensions. Sanders advocates for expanding benefits and ensuring that every worker is paid what they are owed for the next 52 years. He would also lift benefits for seniors with incomes of $16,000 or less by $1,300 a year. To pay for his plan, Sanders would raise maximum taxable earnings to $250,000. As of 2020, the cap is $137,700. And that concludes your Saul's Newsstand News Review for January 31st, 2020. For more political news faster, visit saulsnews.com.